Alrighty. I think this thing's working. What's up, everybody? What's going on? Wanted to start streaming again today on Sunday, as far as our regular YouTube streams, but I didn't mean for it to be this. So I apologize, a little late here. I didn't know if I was going to do this. Hello, everybody. I apologize. I'll be looking back and forth. My chat will not show up in my Streamlabs now for some reason on YouTube. But what's up, everybody? BC Shooter, Prime. What's up, Shark Vader, Christian Oles, Rod Dammit, James Clooney. Excuse me. Gianna. Yeah, I mean, everybody's already saying it. This is just, it's hard to sink in. It's hard to let it sink in. It won't sink in. It's really weird. And I know there's a couple of things I wanted to say as far as, I guess, people. I'm sure a lot of people are questioning why there's so many people tore about, a rich athlete. And, I've seen shit like that on social media today, and it drives me insane. Anyway, but we'll get to that in a second here. What's up, Recognized? I know people, by the way, I know this is not the usual thing on this channel as far as, TV, movies, and all that good stuff, but this is a big deal to me. It hit me really, really weird, like a lot of people, because I have a daughter in a similar situation, and it was just... I don't know. It was really overwhelming, honestly. So I wanted to do this. I didn't know if I wanted to do it, so it was kind of last minute. I know I'm late, but not the normal thing on the channel. But it goes beyond basketball and sports. It really does. Speaks to our society. So anyway, what's up, Daniela? Landy, Cypher, Lala Gig. Hey. There's T1, Sticky McCheese. What's up? Cypher, Kembo. Ranch King, Matthew Stundon, Jeff, DC Kingsling, Allison Rose, Alessandra, what's up, Legal Jedi, Zara, hello, Eva Thompson. By the way, I want to say really quick, this stream is not monetized, so if I leave it up as a video, it's not about monetization, it's not about super chats. Please don't do all that. I don't want people to think I'm trying to monetize this thing. I really wanted to talk about it. Anyway, so let's see, what's up, Alex Kurt? Nimpolite, Dark Angel, just trying to get everybody here. Bob, Alex, K-Dubs, what's up? What's up, Doc Holiday? Princess Scarlet, Junebug Films. Yeah, Junebug, they should definitely retire the Kobe jersey, and they probably will. I mean, they have 8 and 24 in LA, but I don't know if the NBA will do it league-wide. We'll see. That's certainly a conversation. What's up, Rod? Karen with a Y, hello. Nicole Warden, how are you? Brian Valencia, it's about 8 in Cali, 8:24. We should do a moment of silence for Kobe. Yeah. We could do that the next hour for sure. But let's see. Because Geek, who's that? Valentina, hello. Anyway, so yeah, the couple things I want to say, and you can ask what you want, by the way. I know this is, again, not our normal stream or whatever, normal type of stream, but it goes beyond basketball. For me, when I first heard the news today about Kobe, and I didn't know anything other than, died in a helicopter crash, and it was like, nah, this is not real. It's fake. It's some kind of, I don't know, some news site spread something, got a hold of something, spread it before they verified it. Fake news, all that bullshit. But then, you start looking, and everybody's talking about it. Other news sites, started picking it up all obviously very quickly, and it was just like, I don't know, it's really odd. My heart dropped. It was really odd because basketball's been a big part of my life, but I'm a Jordan guy, and but I've gained so much respect for Kobe over the last, 15 years or so or whatever, just watching, because you guys, some of you guys know, I started YouTube watching old Michael Jordan clips, when he retired, and I wanted to look back on the good old days of basketball. I started watching old Jordan clips. Then I got into Kobe, and Kobe had been in the league before he retired, so I knew of Kobe, and I knew he was going to be good. I didn't necessarily love him at first, but I gained a lot of respect for him over the last probably 15 years or so, watching all his documentaries and interviews, and he just had that mentality, that Jordan-style mentality, and made it his own, obviously, with the whole Black Mamba mentality. So it goes beyond basketball. It's not about basketball, and there's tragedy every day, and it's just, but we don't, obviously don't know those people. So it makes, so it's, and where it really hit me though is my kid. When I saw that, Gianna was with him, his 13-year-old daughter, it just broke my heart. And I was thinking back to my kid, in those days. I can only speak as a father, but mothers and fathers, with kids and teaching them sports and going through that. It's not about the sports. It never has been. It's about that time together and those lessons that carry beyond sports and basketball or whatever it may be. And it really, really just hit me hard then for whatever reason. And I thought back to Camden and me, and when she started basketball, and I was her coach, and I coached her team, and then it went to softball and both, and then eventually only softball. But it was the same thing. It was so important. That's the best time of your life as a father, and I just pictured him cradling that girl. I did. I don't know why. But people like Kobe are special. They make people dream. It's beyond a sport, but they make you dream. In the whole, Black Mamba mentality was, I like how Stephen A. put it today. I was watching a clip of Stephen A. on ESPN. He was talking about, doing an interview with Oprah, and he said, forget the interview with Oprah. Think about Harpo. Don't think about basketball. It's about championships. It's not about getting a good job. It's about owning the damn company. That was the Mamba mentality that you see that hashtag a lot of. If there may be some people here not familiar with Kobe that much or basketball or whatever, but that's what he brought, man. And I don't know if this generation has people that I don't know if they dream as much anymore. I don't know if that's the case. When I was a kid, you looked up to people like, athletes and singers or whatever. It doesn't matter, entertainers, whatever, but it made you dream. And that's what he did for people. He was the next. There's only a few of these people to come along, and that's what really, really makes him special. And it really just hit me hard with his daughter, because that is, a lot of people talk about the best time of your life, and whether it's high school or college or whatever, the best time of your life, and I can only speak from my perspective, is being out there on that basketball court with my daughter. It goes beyond my own basketball career through college and all that stuff. It's about her. It was about that time, teaching her how to shoot a jump shot, teaching her how to cross over, teaching her defense. Kobe inspired the next generation, though. When kids grew up at this age, they didn't see a Michael Jordan or necessarily, or a Jason Kidd, or I don't know, pick any 90s, 80s, 90s superstar. Jerry West back in the day, didn't see those people. They saw Kobe Bryant, and it's created the next generation. My cousin, who you guys know, Dustin, he started playing basketball because of Kobe Bryant. And it's really just it's just a sad day. Anyway, that's my little spiel. I didn't really know if I wanted to do this or not. I know it's not the same as our usual stuff. Anyway, I'll get to your questions here. That was my main thing. Was it really got to me. Not just Kobe, but Kobe and Gigi, and that's why I put this picture of him and her. And I don't want to brush under the rug, or there was other families there too and involved. I mean, he's got 3 other daughters and a wife and all that good stuff. And I don't want to. My heart goes out to them, obviously, and all the other families involved. I don't know who else was on the helicopter. 9 people though. So I don't want to brush them on the rug. I just don't know their names. I don't know. I don't think they've released all that stuff yet. I think the sheriff's department was kind of mad that TMZ released all this before the families were notified. I believe that was an issue. Not 100% sure, but anyway, that's where I stand. That's why I wanted to talk about it and let anybody else, express whatever they want to express. It's really odd. It's really odd. It's not. Because I didn't know this man. I knew of him, and like I said, the more I watched and studied and read about him the last, like I said, 15, 20 years, whatever, I just gained to really, really respect him. And He got close. He got close to MJ. You know what I mean? As far as on the court, but off the court is what it was about for him, and people like him. So that's why it's a big deal to people. It's not about basketball, and I know a lot of people don't understand that, and it really bugged me today on social media. You know, people couldn't let this just be the process and people grieving and, you know, families and close friends, teammates, coaches, all that good stuff, without bringing politics into it. And about blew up on Twitter today about it, but we won't go there. That's not what it's for. This is about, you know, just talking about this in general. So anyway, let's see. I'm sorry. I have to look over here for your comments. I cannot see them in my thing anymore. But let me get over here. Akbar, still can't believe it. Yeah, it's really weird. It still feels like it's not real. I know a lot of people don't understand that when he's just, you know, a basketball player, but yeah, it doesn't. It really feels odd. Doyle fan, thank you, man. Big Laker fan here. Kobe Lakers and Kobe brought me my LA family together after a long divide. Thanks. Yeah, thank you, man. And I get it. I'm not a Lakers fan. Never have been. Always loved certain players from the Lakers back in the day. Obviously, Magic and Kobe, the biggest two for me. But yeah, I mean, I can imagine. For people that followed him every single day, like I did, you know, Jordan. So I get that. Neff, I did blow on Twitter today over the disrespect. Yeah, there was just so much bullshit on Twitter today. I mean, it's literally a trash fire. I said that earlier on Discord, I think. John Haymaker, Scottie Pippen, and Dwayne Wade sent their condolences on Twitter. Yeah, I saw those. I saw a lot more. I saw a lot of athletes and, you know, other, I guess, members of the media, sports figures, etc., and beyond. But it touches a lot of people. And the shit I saw today was like, they didn't understand that. They were trying to bring up his past, and it was just, you know, come on, man. You have people that died today, a father and his daughter that has a wife and 3 other daughters. You know, come on. Let's leave that bullshit out of it. Anyway, Ranch King, huge NBA fan, just devastated. Yeah, I get it. I get it, man. K-Dubs, yeah, fuck that noise. If people can't appreciate what he meant or represented in his relationship to his girls, they aren't trying. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I was trying to explain. I was talking to Dustin earlier about it, like I was telling you, and that's what I was telling him. Is it's for me. You know, people will understand when they have a child and they're with that child doing, you know, it don't have to be sports. It don't have to be basketball or softball, like I was saying. It can be anything. I mean, that's the best time of your life, and that's what makes this so horrible. You know, I mean, it makes it 10 times worse. The Great Dragon, Magic was my hero back in the day. Yeah, Magic was one of my heroes for sure, for damn sure. So I've always respected the Lakers, no doubt about it. I mean, the Lakers-Celtics games in the 80s. Were something to behold before Jordan and the Bulls came in. Let's see. Christopher Clark, once everything calms down, be prepared for me to start saying they shouldn't have been flying. Dangerous, really area foggy, so sad. Yeah, I read something about the fog. I don't know how much that's true or not. I don't know. So I'll let them do their jobs before I worry about any of that stuff. It doesn't matter to me, honestly. It happened. He's always flown in helicopters to and from L.A., and for years and years and years, and it's just crazy. So I don't really know, but yeah, they'll start pointing fingers, I'm sure. Dark Angel, not much of a basketball fan, but I was well aware that he was an icon and great man. Yep, no doubt about it. Paula Marie, hey there. Love and sending prayers for all the families involved. So very sorry for Kobe's wife and family. Yes, we can't forget there were other people there too. I just don't know their names. I wish I did, but they obviously hadn't released all that yet, so I don't know. But it's all horrible. Miss Arsenal, his wife, my heart breaks for her. Yeah, it's got to be pretty devastating to hear that, especially on the news first. I'm assuming. I wouldn't even know how to deal with it. Cap, the GOAT, Kobe has taken the helio for, yeah, he always did. He lived, I'm not sure exactly, but he couldn't obviously deal with the he flew to games. He flew to games in the helicopter. Bob, is that Abtico? I'm sorry. Abitico. I'm sorry. Sorry, Bob. If people can understand a father and a daughter dying together in a tragedy, well, I hope they have a great life. Yeah, exactly. There was some real bullshit on Twitter. It's unbelievable. Kim Laurie, this is heartbreaking. Their poor family. It is, absolutely. Neff, RP to the baseball coach, his wife. Yeah, that's right, Neff. Thank you. There was a baseball coach on there and his wife and daughter, which I believe was a teammate of Gigi's. So I do know that. I just don't know their names. Let's see. Junebug Films. Kobe was one of the true greats of basketball, the last of the classic era of absolutely. He was the crossover. He was old school, and then he crossed over to the new rules and still thrived. Absolutely no question about it. Christopher, how do you tell your kids what happened? My God, I can't imagine the grief and suffering. I don't know. I don't know. I can't even comprehend that, honestly. So it hit me today. It really did. It was really odd. It was really odd and just sad. It's just a sad day. It's not a good day. But hopefully we can do something with it. I just hope there's some positive that can come out of it. And it crosses all these bullshit, fake, arbitrary boundaries they throw up around everybody in boxes. Nicole Warden, I thought it was fake too at first. He's so young, has so much left to do in this world. Then when I read his daughter was there too, horrifying. Yeah, that's when it really got me. I mean, I was already like, wait a minute, this is not right. This is not real. And that's when it got me too. King Salty Balls, glad I don't have Twitter. Yeah, it's a real shithole for the most part. It really is. It just drives me insane. I have to get away from it. You have to use it if you're doing stuff like this to promote stuff, but I can't sit there and just read it all day. It's just ridiculous. Doc Holliday, times like these should remind everyone to cherish someone close to them. You never know what tomorrow brings. Life can end so quickly. Absolutely, Doc. That's what I was trying to, it immediately made me think of my daughter, and I tweeted out that stuff today with me and her. It was a random picture I had on my phone. It wasn't even me and her on the basketball court or softball field or anything. It was just me and her fishing from years ago, and that's exactly right. That's the point. Life is too short for bullshit and squabbles, unnecessary small things that don't matter, so yes, tell your friends, family, kids that you love them. Brooklyn, my second daughter is on here. Twitter is some bullshit. Yes, it is. It's absolutely a trash fire. You can't have it's a bubble. It's a bubble. Yeah, Brooklyn, James's daughter is here. Your father did not respond, so I went on solo. So yes, Kim Laurie, as you're saying, hug your babies, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. You just never know. Unfortunately, it takes some kind of tragedy, some national tragedy, to remind people of that. I've never understood that, but I'm guilty of it too. So you all get caught up in we all get caught up in our own lives and what we're doing and what we do for a living and the grind and whatever, and you forget to stop and smell the damn flowers. And this occasionally unfortunately, we have to be reminded of this in these ways. I don't know. It's really odd to me. Drew Goddamn Breeze. I love the name. What status his daughter died after this? I'll never fly private. Yeah, this is why I don't like flying. Period. I don't like it. Not afraid of heights, but it's just that whole I'm not in control thing. So I don't know. But anyway. Eva Thompson, thinking of the rescue teams today too, cleaning up this tragic mess. God bless you guys, Newport Beach residents. Yeah, Eva, that's really. I'm glad you mentioned that. I mean, it goes in beyond. It goes beyond obviously just Kobe and his family and the other. I mean, you had the first responders out there. They have to deal with this stuff every day. I couldn't imagine. I know a few people that are that worked as EMTs, and I've heard some horror stories. I couldn't imagine it. So, obviously, shout out to those guys as well. Chi Pass Me. I grew up in the OC, I guess Orange County. Yeah, that's right. I believe that's where he was located. Sorry, trying to get back to the comments here. Drew Brees again. After his death, it should be noted that life goes on. I can't believe Kobe died today after what happened yesterday. Keep your family close and watch your surroundings. Yep. It's just really weird. The whole thing with LeBron passing him for all-time points, and it was just yesterday. Everything was normal. It's just really weird. It's odd. I mean, we've all went through losses and all that stuff, and it's just it's a little different with the national figure, I guess. But it just reminds you. It just reminds everybody, I guess. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to find. Saw a comment a minute ago. Gianna, I saw Kobe play with the Lakers in Vancouver against the Grizzlies back in 2001. One of the biggest highlights of my childhood, and as a mother, I couldn't imagine losing a child. Yeah, I can't imagine that either. But it's just bad. Super Beans, RIP, Kobe Bean, my favorite player of all time, my personal GOAT, one of the saddest days ever. I'll never forget the amazing moments he provided me and my fans. And fans over for years, RIP, Gigi. Yeah, that's what still just gets me. It's really weird. I mean, I'm just thinking back to my own. I can only speak from my own personal experience. It just takes me back to those days, and for that just to suddenly end. I mean, it's weird enough when your kids grow up and that all ends anyway, and you don't really, it's coming. The day's coming where they're not your little girl anymore. I mean, they always will be, but you don't go through that stuff anymore. School's over, sports, whatever it may be, and that shit just as naturally happens. But when it's just suddenly stripped from you, it's just bad. Lala Gig, Kobe's tweet to LeBron last night is even more meaningful now. I didn't see the tweet. I'm assuming you're talking about the points thing, but I didn't read the actual wording, so I don't know exactly what he tweeted. Again, I don't hang around Twitter much. I try to not to. Junebug, I think about the song "Heaven Needed a Champion." This time, the WF saying when David Von Erich passed away. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Heaven needed a champion. They got one today. Super Bean as well. Prayers out to Vanessa. Can't imagine what she's going through right now. Yeah, it's hard to imagine. It really is. I mean, I don't know. How do you even deal with that? And I saw. I'm not sure. I don't know which other daughter it was, but I think another one of his daughters had asthma and got rushed to the hospital. From hearing this. Now that's not confirmed, so I don't want to spread anything wrong. I think she's okay, but after hearing that, I guess that would probably, I can imagine it happening. Bob again. Sorry, Bob, I know I butchered your last name earlier. Let's see. Smoke started with you on Game of Thrones. Thanks for sharing your time and opinions. Oh, no, thank you. Thank you for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to keep going here on YouTube. I don't know what really to do anymore. So GOT is gone forever, and The Witcher did okay. We had fun with The Witcher and Mandalorian, but those were quick, over in about a week. With the way they dropped the Netflix thing, the way they dropped them all at once. But yeah, it was no more GOT. Okay, Lala's got the tweet here. Bryant's last public statement was a tweet congratulating James for the achievement that said, continuing to move the game forward at King James. Much respect, my brother. Yeah, very cool, very cool. I did see I saw the clip of him at the game and congratulating him on the sidelines and everything whenever he scored the point that passed him. T. Fagan still in shock. He was I'm assuming that's a goat. That emoji. I'm assuming that's what that is. He was close. He was close. T. Fagan. Number 2. That's what always bugs me about when you're just talking about regular sports and basketball is people will just skip right over Kobe. You know, like especially with the LeBron comparisons, they've kind of died down now. But the LeBron comparisons, they skip right over Kobe, and I've always said that. We just talked about Jordan in the last podcast because it was number 23. It was episode 23. Talked about MJ, and I mentioned that in there. Actually, it drives me crazy that they just drive past Kobe. It makes no sense to me. Lady Avery, a lot of people saw him grow up playing for the Lakers. Today hurts. No matter a basketball or sports fan, keep the families of all involved in your prayers. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, Zara, it's just I can see it's supposed to be. That's a weird looking emoji. Google has weird emojis. I'm sorry. It looks like a it looks like a. I'm not sure, and I'm colorblind too. It doesn't help. Let's see here. Super Beans, yes, Kobe always being the closest to Jordan since Michael retired 100%. Yep, that's what I've always said. I mean, I'm not making a list. This is not about basketball necessarily, but yeah, it's that's the way I feel about it. I think he's number 2 for sure because he was so close and he had that same killer mentality, which is the whole Mamba thing. That was the whole the attitude. You see, Kobe, lifelong Lakers fan, Cali girl. Great Dragon, Kobe was really young, rookie, wasn't he? Yes, he came in straight out of high school. He was, 17 years old. 17-year-old in the NBA. So, yeah, pretty crazy. But he was way ahead of his time. Princess Scarlet, yes, I'm colorblind as hell. I am colorblind. So yeah. Count Ripula, God bless his family, but neither he or LeBron or Michael were the greatest. Trial Wilt Chamberlain, greatest individual player in history. No, I mean, I'm not going to get into all that here now, but I disagree. Me and James actually just talked about that, Count Ripula, on the old podcast. James used to that's how we started becoming good friends, actually, is talking about Wilt Chamberlain versus Michael Jordan. I won't get into all that now, but we talked about it on the podcast. So I will respectfully disagree, but he's certainly up there for sure. He was a giant among men in those days. And actually, James, we talked about on the podcast, he converted over the years. He converted over the years, believing that too, to Jordan. But anyway, again, not about MJ tonight or who's the greatest or any of that shit. Carol Brown, hey girl, what's up, peeps? This news had me shook. Shook to the core. Really, it's really odd. It's really odd. I've been separated from basketball for so long. I don't watch the NBA much at all, except for the finals. But I've just come to respect Kobe so much over the last, couple decades that it's really, really crazy. There's Dustin. Kobe's the greatest to ever pick up a basketball. Just to pop here and say it, I just want to thank Kobe for showing me the game of basketball. # Mamba forever. Yeah, we talked about. I don't know if you're on here, Dustin. I was mentioning you earlier, just talking about how he gave kids, he the next generation of kids, man. He was the one who inspired so many. We're not we're not Musey. I'm not getting into arguments on goat arguments here. There's none of that. It's fine. He's definitely one. It doesn't matter whichever place you put him on your own personal list. Is one of the greatest, no doubt about it. I don't think anybody disagrees on that particular point. Let's see. Princess Scarlet, Kobe and his daughter, and now we have a damn the coronavirus from China. What in the hell? I know. Yeah, this is not a good time, is it? It's not a good time, is it, Princess Scarlet? I'm not sure what's happening. Ian, what's up, man? Just got to the chat. Watched every single Lakers until Kobe's retirement. My family was never big into sports. My dad loved Kobe and haven't stopped loving the guy since. Yeah, that was me and Michael, man. That was me and Michael. That's when I stopped watching the NBA. Just and of course back then I knew of Kobe. He was pretty young in the league, obviously straight out of high school. He didn't play a lot of minutes in the beginning of his career, but we knew he was something special. We damn sure knew. But that was the same situation for me. Yes, Carol Brand. That's what we were saying earlier. That's what really hit me earlier was Gigi. Just imagine, I just went back to the days with my daughter Camden, and out there on the basketball court when she started playing, and then softball and all that stuff throughout the years. And you take it for granted. A lot of people take it for granted. All right, Bob, have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by. No, I got you, Musey. I got you. Jimmy Keenan, thanks for doing this. Kobe belongs on anybody's top 5. His legacy of championship speaks for itself. He will be missed, and my prayers go out to the Bryant family. Absolutely, absolutely. It's just really still hard to process, man. But yeah, I just wanted to. That's what I was saying earlier. I just wanted to point out my personal thoughts on why it's beyond basketball, why people that don't even necessarily watch basketball, people just in general being upset about it. I don't think a lot of people understand that, besides just the general loss of human life. But the whole Mamba mentality thing, that was what made him so good. That's what makes him number 2 in my opinion, just right there really close to Jordan, was the drive, the Mamba mentality. It's not about basketball, it's about championships. Like I was saying earlier, I just love that what Stephen A. said about it. He was hardcore. I mean, he was on his teammates and stuff because he was there for a reason, and that was championships. That was it. It was about the dream, and he just made it happen. And that's the sad part is he was 41. He was younger than me by a couple years, and he was really just getting started off the court, just coaching his daughter's team, the business stuff he was into. He won an Emmy, for Christ's sake, with Deer Basketball, which I freaking loved. Hell, that made me tear up when that came out, and I won an Emmy for it and all that good stuff. So he was just getting started. I mean, that's what's crazy. And just another random day going to a game or practice. I think it was a game with his daughter. Yeah, Tanya, no, I get it. That's what I was thinking. I didn't know if I want to even do this stream. I came home earlier thinking, I'm probably not. And then I was like, yeah, maybe I should. I don't know. I didn't know because I didn't want to sit here and just sit here in silence and whatever. And, but I wanted to just make my, say my piece about it and then, hang out with you guys too. But, BC Shooter, I'm 44, unfortunately, but, Kim Laurie, this sounds so dumb, but my neighbor and I walk our dogs together. Her dog is named Kobe. I hugged that pooch extra tonight. I'm always going to be sad when I hang out with that little fluff. No, I mean that makes sense. That makes sense. Anything with that name is going to remind you so for sure. Junebug, hey, why don't we all go to Kansas when the World of Fun opens and we ride the Black Mamba for Kobe? Oh, is that I'm assuming that's an amusement park with an actual ride. Punch quote. I'm sorry, I just saw your comment. The flight recording is online. Looks like poor flying conditions. LAPD grounded their helicopters. Okay, well, I don't know. I'll look. I'm not even really concerned with the what happened as far as I'm interested to know for sure, but I'd heard something about fog earlier, but I didn't. I'll let them do their thing. I'm sorry, Junebug. Did I say Oscar? Did I say Emmy? I'm sorry. He won an award. He won an award for Deer Basketball. That's what I was trying to say. One of those damn awards. um, Aaron Wayne, what's up, Aaron? Hey, Ron. Love your channel, bro. Never thought I'd be tuning in to hear about Kobe Bryant dying. Has me shook. Yeah, same here, man. That's what I was saying earlier. I know that's not what we do here, but I mean, I feel like I had to talk about it, you know. So, and that's what I was saying at the very beginning of the video, or whatever. This is not monetized. I didn't want any of that shit. I didn't want any people to think I was trying to take advantage of something or whatever. I just legitimately had me shook today, and it was really odd. You know, just and still. So, I'm trying to find my chat again. That's right, Carol Brown. He was the well. I want to say, was it the first athlete to win an Oscar? I don't. It was seeming like there was one other person that did something that won an Oscar, but so maybe the second. I don't know. Maybe that wasn't an athlete. Maybe it was like non-actors in general. He was the second total, but I don't know. Fairly close. Doesn't matter. It's still pretty damn impressive. Dustin, dear basketball, this news made me cry worse than Iron Man dying in Endgame. Yeah, yes. Because it's real life, you know. That's just a damn movie, I guess. But John Haymaker, Kobe was born August 23rd, 1978. I'm not sure if you're telling me that or answering somebody else, but yeah, he was 41. KJ, yeah, pray for the other family that passed in the crash, the other families. Yeah, we don't. I mentioned that earlier. I just don't know their names. As Neff said, we know that there was another baseball coach, and I believe his daughter was on the team with Gigi as well, and then I guess his wife. But other than that, I don't know if they've announced anybody else publicly, so I just don't know any of their names. But we definitely mentioned that. Karen with a Y, SmokeScreen, thanks for doing this tonight. A lot of people appreciate it. Well, I hope so. I mean, I didn't do it for, you know, I didn't come on here to live stream about Kobe to be some kind of, I don't know, I'm going to say martyr, but, you know, I didn't do it for selfish reasons. It was legitimately had me shook and pretty fucked up all day, and just wanted to talk about it. And I wasn't sure if I was going to do it or not up until the last minute, honestly. But yeah, no, it's cool. Junebug, I'm from Kansas. World of Fun is amusement park, and it's quite a fun roller coaster. It has the biggest drop in the state of Kansas roller. Oh, I got you. Okay. World of Fun. That sounds like something Junebug out of a movie, though. The World of Fun. That reminds me of Clark Griswold Vacation. Yeah, Carol, he can speak 3 languages fluently. I think Spanish, I want to say French, Spanish. Was it French? No, Italian. No, Italian, Spanish, and English fluently. And I think he knew more. But yeah, he was extremely intelligent. You could see that as a basketball player. Basketball IQ off the charts. But anyway. Oh, there's Camden. Hey, little girl. Hey, baby girl. I love you too. I didn't even see you. I'm sorry. Yeah, my mind went straight to Camden today when I heard that, because at first it was bad enough, you know, but it was when all of a sudden Gigi got brought into it, and I was like, whoa, that is a whole nother level of suck, you know. So that's what it is. I'm going to be pissed off, Junebug, if he gets snubbed by the Oscar this year. Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know about Oscars, but you know, you got the Hall of Fame. I don't know what his years were. He was it due this year? Was he out of the league long enough this year to be in the Hall of Fame? I'm not 100% sure. I believe that's right, but hopefully, I don't know what they'll do. I don't know who will. You know, I'm sure once they get through that process, they'll figure out something with, you know, somebody giving a post-mortem speech. I'm assuming that'll all happen. I can't see it going any other way. What's up, Mazuma? What's going on, man? Shit, I'm trying to. Sorry, my chat's skipping ahead. I can't see it over here. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Whenever I stream on YouTube, Streamlabs it no longer shows me my chat on the right hand side, so I have to manually scroll up here on the regular chat. Let's see. What's up, Steph Snow? How are you? Yeah, Wally World, Jimbo. That's exactly what I was thinking about Wally World. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was saying. Exactly. Okay, here we go. John Haymaker's got the baseball coaches. John, is that Altobelli from Orange Coast College died in the crash too. Okay, so John is the coach. Okay, good. Thank you, John. Sharmila Williams, so damn sad. My friend and I were just talking about how great it was seeing him spending quality time with his daughters and how beautiful his daughters are. Yeah, that's what tore me up today. It really was. I didn't want to leave her out of the conversation because all the hashtags are obviously Kobe and all that, which is fine, but you can't leave her out of the conversation. That's what makes it even worse, and the other families too. But Alex hashtag Cannon for co-host. Yeah, she's not here, so I don't know where she's at. Where you at? Where you at, Camden? Nimpolite, what's up? The Mavs announced that they're retiring number 24. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so me and Dustin was talking about this earlier. Okay, Dustin, you saw that too. Okay, so we figured this might start happening. I don't know if it'll be a league-wide thing, but I would imagine if one team starts, they'll all follow. So that'll probably be the case. Yeah, Muse, the hat's been going for a while. I've not worn it on. I mean, it comes and goes. It comes and goes. I didn't purposely wear it tonight, but on Twitch anyway, I've not been wearing the hat much. I do some. As a matter of fact, on Twitch, I've been wearing a damn wig because I've been doing The Witcher. So I'm Geralt of Rivia when we play The Witcher, and I have that old wig from the comedy videos. So that's what's going. But no, it don't matter. It don't matter. This channel's going backwards and all that stuff. It's not. It don't matter. I'll wear it again when we get back to 0 subscribers. Really, what are you doing, buddy? Coach John died with his wife and daughter. Yeah, okay. So that's 5 that we know of, and I guess 4 more. So I'm sure probably tomorrow we'll start getting those names, maybe later tonight, whatever. Yes, Geralt of Talladega. that was Neff's thing. So Neff, don't be surprised if I do a comedy skit on The Witcher and I'm going to steal your name, obviously. I don't know, but Talladega's, I don't know. It is in Florida. Maybe I'll come out with another North Carolina name, but it's a more well-known city, so we'll probably just use Geralt of Talladega. But it's got to be Gerald. It's got to be Gerald. It can't be Geralt for a redneck name. Oh, Musey, somebody asked about the hat. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm missing comments. I'm sorry. I should be able to handle this with just 90 people watching. Usually, we used to have 5,000, so I couldn't keep up with. But like I said, I usually have a long box for my chat, and now I'm having to scroll. Been a fan for so long, I'm answering questions for you. Okay, thank you. That works. The Great Dragon. I'm not on Twitch, but I have to see that wig. Just follow over there on Twitch, Great Dragon. I wear it when we do The Witcher 3. We're probably going to finish that this week, actually, just to throw it out there if anybody's interested. But yeah, I think we got probably 2 streams of The Witcher 3 left before we finish it, and I can go on and do the expansions. But anyway, so the wig won't be around long. I don't know. Gary of Kakalaki. It's just, oh Lord. What I was about to say that wig though. Jesus. Yeah. What the hell? That damn cat hole's in there tearing shit up in the bathroom. Cat hole? Sorry. I guess Nightbot's not working. Is Nightbot not working? I don't know. We usually have the damn it cat hole Nightbot response. It's probably not even working. I hadn't checked Nightbot. That's fine. Gary of Kakalaki. I don't know. We got to keep it kind of close. Steph Snow, I heard Blood and Wine is awesome sauce. From what I've seen of it, yeah, I haven't seen a lot of it. I've seen clips here and there, and Val streaming occasionally one of the. I don't know if it's Blood and Wine or the other one, but that's past the main game. Musey, you low key look like Hulk Hogan in the wig. Hulk Hogan, never heard that one. Dark Angel, long wait until House of the Dragon. Yes, damn, 2 years. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm tired of being dependent on TV shows, you know. So I don't know what to do on YouTube anymore. I'm completely creatively busted. There's no particular show right now that I care about, honestly. I mean, I love The Witcher, but that's over. That was over in a week, and Mandalorian just did nothing for the channel. But I'll still cover it because I love it. Camden Riddick is laying right here beside me in the floor. He's waiting for one of his big ass bones. Mother of Dragon, Taryn, hello. How are you? Princess Scarlet, do movie reviews. Yeah, I've done a few here and there. They've just never done good for me. I'd have to do them like almost daily to get that kind of, I don't know. I just, it's the whole thing of being dependent on a season or a show or some other schedule. It's really weird. I mean, I'm always going to, no matter what I do, I'm always going to cover the big ones. Like, I mean, I'm going to obviously watch House of the Dragon, and, you know, we have The Witcher Season 2, and we have Lord of the Rings coming in a couple years. That's all just years off now, so I don't really know what's happening. Miss you, Taryn. Miss everybody. A lot of people I hadn't seen in a while. I stream on Twitch all the time, but I know a lot of people don't care about video games necessarily, but yeah, we're trying to get back to these Sunday streams. We just don't really have any topics. That's what we were saying before. We've been chatting about it on Patreon as well. Good night, Steph Snow. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Karen with the White, Gandalf from Lord of the Rings. I did hear Gandalf once. Yeah, that's pretty close. And actually, Geralt himself actually I did hear that one, which is supposed to be the idea. Anyway. Mackenzie Smith, I'm excited for the Wheel of Time TV show on Amazon. Yeah, I keep hearing that's another one that people keep bringing up, but I don't know. I don't know much about it. I'm gonna look into it, but I just really need to be excited about something, and I don't know if I ever will be, other than Game of Thrones. But now that's dead to me, so I don't know. It kind of sucks, but you know, I did it myself. I put myself in that box, so whenever I do anything that's not related to that, it's not going to work for a while. It's going to take some time to cycle through, because I understand. I completely get it. I mean, you know, people came here originally for Game of Thrones. I understand that for sure. Excuse me. Camden, I know people are just playing. Believe me. I know all the jokes. Dark Angel, I couldn't get into The Witcher. Yeah, I mean, it's a little different. If you can get past a couple little things, it's a really good story. The books at first I thought were odd too, but then I got into them. So yeah, it was really cool to watch season 1 and recognize all the short stories. So it's really I love the concept. If you can get past a little bit more Magic, obviously, then Ice and Fire, then it's really good. But I can understand people not enjoying that heavy fantasy, high fantasy. Terry and Kobe, I was watching the news when it happened. Yeah, it was. I don't watch news, mainstream news, because they're all full of shit. But I was just going through my normal routine of checking on everything and replying to a couple comments, and I saw it and thought it was fake at first. Musey, Superman is so hot with the Rhaegar look. Yeah, I know. Henry Cavill. He's yeah, and I love the memes though, where people are talking about they're going to tell their kids that was Rhaegar Targaryen. Yeah, would have been much better than the Rhaegar we got. At least the hair. I just didn't like the hair. Excuse me. Great Dragon. If the Wheel of Time is true to the books, you're going to want to watch that. Especially the first books are really good. Yeah, I need to look into it. I don't know a lot about it, but everybody says it's pretty damn good, or they dig it from what I've heard. I've never heard anybody say it sucks, is what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. Toss a hat at your smoke screen. Yeah, I know. I was surprised there were more comments about the hat, but I guess most people have seen Twitch at some point or another. Deb Atkinson. Hello, Deb. I'm looking forward to the new Penny Dreadful or Theory Bids on Song Ice and Fire books that may or may not get released. Yeah, Deb, the thing about Ice and Fire, I thought about that too. I did a poll on Patreon, and most people voted for history and lore of different things. So I wouldn't mind doing that kind of stuff. But I don't know if I can do Ice and Fire. I really don't, because I don't know. I'm going to finish the books, but the theories there's really no more theories besides some side stuff in the books or whatever. I don't know. I just don't know if I can get into it anymore. I really don't. It's really sad to say, because I'd spent all that time reading and rereading and memorizing everything in that world for all to come crashing down. And I know it's the show, but it's hard to separate now. You know what I mean? I think for a lot of people, the show really hurt the books, and George R. R. Martin for that matter. I think that's just the way it is. That's in their mind. That's the ending, because we're probably never going to get A Dream of Spring to find out the official canon ending. So that's I don't know. I hope we do, but I'm not trying to be morbid. It's just the way it is. Brian N. I've only seen one episode of The Witcher and really enjoyed it. Read The Last Wish and thought some stories were good, but wasn't thrilled by it. Yeah, I was that way too, Brian. At first, I was a little hesitant about it, and because I first started reading the books, and I thought they were kind of odd, and then some of them were okay, but then the more I thought about it and got into it, I kind of liked it a lot more. So it was really cool to go into the Witcher season 1, recognizing the short stories. So that I don't know. That may help. I don't know. It may help somebody that's brand new. John Haymaker, Los Angeles, Cleveland, Las Vegas, Minneapolis, and New York are honoring Kobe. Yeah, I saw that. I think it was in New York. They lit up the buildings purple and gold, I believe, or yellow earlier. I believe that was New York. So I saw some of that, and I would imagine, like we were talking about earlier, that we'll start seeing more retirements of 24 at least. I don't know about 8, but probably 24. Alex Kirk, SmokeScreen. When will you review the cat hole? Go on. When will you review The Expanse, The Boys, Witcher books, or more GOT theories? Alex, I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. That's what I was saying. I don't know about being tied down to TV shows and entertainment, all the time, as far as, seasons and all that, because The Expanse is old, and while I would probably enjoy it, I'm sure, it'd probably be a waste of time for YouTube's sake. I'm just saying. I know there's a handful of people that would enjoy it. I think the problem is And I like the Boys, and I still haven't watched any more of those because when I was doing it, I was like, I'm just going to react to it. That's how I'll watch it. So I wanted to be legit. So I still haven't watched episode 3 of The Boys. Witcher books, I'm learning more about them as I get into the novels, and the lore is really interesting to me. So I may do some more of those. And then Game of Thrones theories or Ice and Fire. There's just no point to me anymore. Obviously, for God itself, the actual season or the actual show, I mean, that's over. There's not going to be any more answers. So I still have everything that I said about Game of Thrones theories that it still applies to Ice and Fire. So Dragon Raised by Wolves, that little series was, I still think that's a huge thing in the books as far as at least a location, maybe not the actual very end, but I still think that still stands for the books. So I don't know how much more I can do, you know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with that. I don't know. Paul Marie Riddick's good. He's good. He's laying back here, just waiting for me to finish. Kills. Yeah, we were just talking about this, the redneck stuff. I want to do some more of that. I know people seem to enjoy them. The point is there's so many people that are so mad about Game of Thrones that they're done with any Game of Thrones related stuff, and it's over, and I can't do anymore, and I get that. So we're just going to have to kind of recycle through, and I'm just trying to figure out the new direction, what it's going to be. It's easy to say I'm going to do what I want and all that stuff and just whatever, throw it out, whatever. But and I will certainly to a degree, but the other side, the business side of it to make money is you have to kind of have a niche, and that's the problem. I don't really know what I want to do. There's so many things I enjoy, but it's not even in close to TV shows, unless I'm doing the comedy skits based off of them. I really enjoy that. So I don't know. I'm struggling with right now what to do next on YouTube. Yes, Mizuma, The Witcher is definitely more magic-y. Absolutely. That's what I mean. If you can get past a couple cheesy monsters for the show, that was the thing I didn't like, the looks of some things. But the stories are really good. So if you can get past some cheesy monsters and just magic with no explanation, it's got some explanation, but just magic in general, it's really good. Neff, Miguel Shaposnik, yeah, we're talking about Dragon. Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, I'm definitely going to do that when it comes. That's just what I'm saying is the next 2 years. So we got basically 2 years until anything comes out that's big. Because the problem right now, like Alex, when you were saying earlier, all these shows, the problem is, from a YouTube perspective, is a lot of people, everybody watched Game of Thrones. Everybody. It was huge. So now you have some people that watch The Expanse. You have some people that watch Last Kingdom. You have some people that watch, whatever. So everything else is kind of split up, where Game of Thrones was like everybody. So it's hard to do all those different shows. Or just pick one. John Heminger, the Grammys paid tribute to Kobe. Yeah, I saw I think Alicia Keys, I saw the opening thing where she talked about it for a second and then started singing, and then the clip I saw went off. So I think she was singing Boys to Men, I believe that's what it was. She started, because it cut off right when they started singing. Taryn and SmokeScreen, you made Got even better. Thank you, Taryn. I hope so in some small way. So it was a lot of fun. I wish it would have ended differently, but it is what it is. That's the end. Can't change it. Princess Scarlet, he might change the ending completely and not have Danny become the villain. Remember, he said he's a gardener. Yeah, no, I get that, but I also know that in interviews he said he can't because he's laid out the groundworks in 5 books. The groundwork is there, like the foreshadowing and all that stuff is there. And if he decides to change some major thing, you can't undo all that. He can't unwrite those books. So the problem with that is you read all that stuff now, and he changes something, then all of a sudden it's like none of that's paid off. So that's the problem with the whole. Yeah, he might change things now. So I don't think he will. He's actually said he won't do it. Even that's why he stays off the internet anyway about opinions. Because I'm sure it crossed his mind. I'm sure. You see what comment keeps poofing? I don't know. I see your comments. Oh, Neff, I got you. Altered Carbon. Yeah, see, I wanted to start watching that when it came out. It looked interesting. I didn't know that was Miguel Sapochnik's, though. Season 2 comes out next month. Yeah, I didn't know that was his. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so John, yeah, so Alicia Keys and the Boys to Men. Okay, so I thought that's what she started, because the clip, like I said, the clip I watched was just a YouTube clip, and it cut off like literally when she started singing, so I never saw Boys to Men. But I thought they probably would come out there. John Haymaker. Stephen King used to get blasted on cocaine and write entire novels in 15 hours. That's not a bad idea. I'm on chapter 12 of my book, which is really good. I've been writing old school style, and try to get back on it hardcore this week as well. But yeah, I'm on chapter 12 now. So I think, I'm not sure yet, but I think that the first book might be about 20 chapters, maybe 25. I don't know. So I may be halfway done with this first book. I don't know. But the last 2 times I did, I sat down and wrote 2 chapters, or a chapter a night for 2 nights in a row. So if I can do that every night, I'll get this thing done a lot faster. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to rush it, but I do want to get it going and really focus on it. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm really, really digging the whole writing thing, and hopefully it's good. So yeah, I got those up on Patreon. I got the prologue, chapter 1 and chapter 2, and all that feedback is welcome. I need real feedback. I don't need people to be nice. Brian N., I went back to reading Lord of the Rings after the GOT fiasco. It's been great to go back. Just watch Jackson's trilogy again, too. Holds up so well. Yeah, I got in that mood the other week. Been a couple months now, Brian. I watched all the Lord of the Rings movies again. So I do look forward to that show. I just, like I know the general stuff in Lord of the Rings. I'm not an expert on that stuff. I know the basic stuff, and probably a little deeper than the average maybe, but not that much. Doyle fan, started watching GOT because of you, Chris. It's suggested by my family and friends, but saw your vids after the Sith and Jedi videos. Yeah, man, that was crazy. Was the Star Wars was? There's probably, I don't know. I have like 500 I have like 600 videos total. I think there's 550 published. I don't know. There's probably a lot marked private, like live stream and stuff, but the first big video on my channel was the Star Wars video. So there's probably 50 Star Wars videos on my channel, but I've never been known as a Star Wars channel, which is fine because Game of Thrones came along and that's what blew up. But yeah, the History of the Sith was the biggest video for a long time. So I need to redo those, I guess, and mod. I think they're pretty good, but they're just I sound like an idiot because I didn't know what I was doing. But I mean, the content, is I think it's pretty good. But I need to redo those, I guess. Good night, La Gig. Have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Good to virtually see you. Seamus, it's hard to even think about losing a child. Kobe dying is bad, but lived more in 41 years than an average person would live in 3 lives. A 13-year-old is so much harder to swallow. Yeah, that's what we were saying earlier, Seamus. That's what hit me the hardest. It's just crazy to think about. Yeah, the problem with the show is they rushed they rushed it. Should have taken at least another season to watch Danny tipping over the edge. Yeah, I think we all agree with that. They should have had really 2 or 3 more seasons, honestly. But yeah, at least another one to do it somewhat right. But still, the other choices suck too. I just hated the other stuff. What? Mazuma's teriyaki SmokeScreen. Sumo Warrior. Princess Scarlet, Jamie and Cersei, that needs to be fleshed out more. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. That will probably be different as far as the way they go out in the books, I'm sure. But yeah, it's like what was so crazy about it is in the first, 4 or 5. Well, I mean, up to really 6 and 7, everything that they had foreshadowed worked. I mean, it was there. I mean, Val and I did all those prediction videos. We got a lot of stuff right, and all of a sudden, the last episode or last season, nothing mattered. I mean, it was just so stupid. But anyway, not to keep ranting on Game of Thrones. It is what it is. Brian N, got to go, man. Always nice checking in on your live streams. Keep at it. Mamba mentality. Damn right. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it, man. Have a good one. Yeah, we'll get out of here shortly. I'm going to keep this a little shorter than a usual stream anyway. Trying to go get some video stuff done and maybe some writing too. So I just wanted to come on here and do this little stream and just talk to you guys about all that stuff and pay my respects, because it was really, really crazy and it's still weird. Going to be that way for a while for a lot of people, and I just can't imagine the families. Can't imagine it. Exactly, Mizuma. What happened to Cersei being pregnant, Dany being pregnant, and all that foreshadowing was just thrown out the window. I mean, it's just dumb. They just, let's just cut it. I mean, they literally cut out a scene of Cersei miscarriage thing from season 7 and still never used it. Tyrion, the prince was promised in Jon's background and the GI and the green dudes and his children of the forest. All the other Chekhov's gun that Germ had loaded for Bear. Yep, exactly. Yeah, it's like they just threw it out. I mean, I do expect them not to have, prophecies being accurate, because that's a theme in the books even, but still. Everyone got their period in season 8. Yeah, I guess. Lisa Perez, we will miss you, Kobe Bryant, and your daughter to go. May God be with you and both and your families. God be with all the families of all the passengers on that helicopter. Lakers forever. Well spoken, Lisa. I guess Princess Scarlet, but now they're off of Star Wars, so I don't know how that worked out, but now they're at Netflix or signed on to Netflix. I don't know. So, yeah, Star Wars is not going to happen either, apparently. So I'm not sure what they were rushing for, but a lot of people think that. Seems they should have had the character find Middle Earth. Yeah, nice. That would have been a nice crossover. I mean, Seamus Westworld, I was going to say it would have been better for me now thinking back that we just see, I don't know, Bran waking up and he's in Westworld or something, and it was just another park. It was all bullshit. So anyway, not that I'm bitter. I'm not bitter about Game of Thrones season 8. Got to let the past die, as Kylo Ren said. Anyway, I guess. Yeah, no, I'm glad, Taryn. I'm glad they're not going to screw that up either. John Haymaker, Los Angeles City Hall is lit up purple and gold tonight. Very cool. I assumed they would do some stuff like that, but Mackenzie Smith, I'm going to boycott everything D&D do forever. Yeah, I think a lot of people are. They probably won't put their names on a lot of stuff because they're going to supposedly help launch things at Netflix, and I don't know if they're going to run any shows. So I don't know exactly what they're going to do, but they probably a good idea if Netflix just keeps their name off of things because otherwise it's already automatically doomed. There you go, Carol Brown. When the gates opens beyond the wall, it should be on Westworld. Yeah, you go into a modern little area or where they would enter. That'd be cool. Seamus is Ryan Johnson doing a New Republic trilogy. I don't think so. I think he's out for a while, but they put a lot of stuff on hold for a while, so I don't know exactly what's happening. I think they got to figure out the Kathleen Kennedy situation over there. They have put the Obi-Wan show on indefinite hold, so I don't know what's happening with that. We do know that Deborah Chow, which is the awesome director from Mandalorian, was going to run that show. So that's on hold for now. It may be just, I don't know, canceled. I don't know what's happening, but I think it has to do with Kathleen Kennedy. So there may be some replacement there. I'm just hearing rumors, but I don't really know what's going on yet. So, Doyle fan, I will forever have a distaste for Disney Star Wars, but I'm grateful for Rogue One and The Mandalorian. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You know, the other stuff's been fine. It's just because Rogue One was outstanding, Mandalorian outstanding, but this damn, I don't know, trilogy was just, oh God, I don't want to get into it. It's just, we all know it is what it is. Maybe Bran is really the three-eyed raven and is totally evil and planned all of this from way back when he had 10,000 eyes and one. I don't know, just hoping there's some bigger purse or all this crap ending we got. Yeah, that was the horrible part for me. It was not just the Danny stuff and everything, but Bran just, he did nothing. None of that even mattered. I get RLJ. I get what they tried to use it for, to drive the wedge between Danny and Jon, and that's all it was really for, but no other thing. No Night King fight. I mean, it's just dumb. But anyway, we're getting off topic, but that's fine. But yeah, I'll just keep this one short. I just want to get on here and talk about Kobe and Gigi and just pay my respects and get your thoughts and whatever, just to throw it out there. I was really conflicted on whether to do it or not. It's not our normal thing here, obviously, but live streaming is, and just chatting it up. So I'm going to get out of here for the night and grab a snack, grab the Riddick a snack, and all that good stuff, and try to figure out what we're doing next. But yeah, I'm working on the book hard. I'm really looking forward to that, getting further along and getting more feedback on that, and trying to figure out what to do here on YouTube. We're always going to be streaming on Twitch, just at nights, hanging out. So that's always fun, just to hang out there, regardless if we're playing a game or just doing the whole chatting thing. But just trying to figure out what's next for SmokeScreen, the channel on YouTube. So Paul Marie, Chris, I'm so pleased to hear that you're still writing. I've been away due to cheating death. So happy to see you. First view without a hat. Yes, Paul, I'm glad you're doing good. Glad you're doing well. But yeah, still writing, 12 chapters in, so it's getting there. But anyway, guys, thank you, Doyle fan. I will support anything you do. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. But yes, thank you, guys. Appreciate you hanging out. Love you all, really do. Hug your loved ones and your kids and all that good stuff. Tell them you love them, all that good stuff. You just never know. It could be over tomorrow. So, Karen with a Y, good night, everyone. Good night, SmokeScreen. Good night, Chris. Thanks for the stream. Thank you all. We'll probably do a podcast. I'd imagine we'll talk about this Tuesday on the podcast. I'm not sure, but I'm assuming that's probably what we're going to talk about. So we may go into some more Kobe stuff. But yes, thank you all. Love you all. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.